series, and there's several models under that. They're the blue and gray coin changer, but there's VN4000, VN4510, VN4010, and VN4010XV are the most common ones. So if you're needing to replace a coin tube for some reason, or if you're wanting to change the tube configuration, be sure you go to the manual first and figure out where you want to, where the tubes are supposed to go. This is the A tube, B tube, C tube, D tube, and it'll tell you in the manual if you're wanting to rearrange the tubes or add a dollar coin tube or something, where to put them as far as the A slot, B slot, or whatever. Okay, so but this is how you're going to get the tubes out of there once you're ready to make the change. There are 3 screws on the front label here, 2 here, and then there's 1 set back in the hole. We're going to take all 3 of those out first. Okay, they're all out. I'm going to flip this around. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this black piece out. What this piece is for the sensors on the upper sensor assembly that it reflects through the holes and tells you if the coins are jammed or not. But we're going to pop this thing out first. The way we're going to do it is we're going to snap it out on this side. You just lift up on the side of the housing, and normally that black piece will snap right out. Okay, and then come right out. After that, you can pop out any of the tubes. Just push up on them, and they'll come right out. They just slide. They slide down on these 2 plastic pieces here. They'll slide down into these angled bars. Slide in between them. Okay, so when you put it back on, you're going to take your 2 squares here, and you're going to put them, you're going to start above, well, this one isn't used on this tube, the top one and the bottom one, and you're going to start above those 2, the diagonal notches, and once it's above it, you're going to push it down into there, and the same deal on any of them. Just pop it up, and then they're going to slide down in between those again. And the tube on the far right is actually at an angle. The notches are on the side of it, so it will go in at a bit of an angle. Okay, and then when you're all done rearranging them, we're going to put this back on. There's a tab on either side. There's a tab right here, and there's a tab right here that we popped off originally. You're going to start off by there's a hole for the tab right above the right-hand tube. I'm going to slide that in there first, and then just swing the other end around and snap it into place back where it was. Then flip it back over and put the screws back in. And I've always found that it's easiest because when you're putting pressure on these screws to put them back in, the black thing likes to pop back out. So I find it easier if you start with the left-hand screw and hold that black piece with your finger, so it doesn't go anywhere while you're putting pressure on it. And then do the next screw here. Same thing, you can hold the black piece in place with your finger. And after those 2 are in, it's a lot easier to get this black one in, which can sometimes be rather tricky. Head into it. You gotta, unless you have a magnetic screwdriver, which unfortunately I don't here. I did it. Kind of gotta throw it down in there. I made it that time. Don't over tighten them, but make sure that they're secure. Okay, and that is how you change the tubes on a VN4000 cassette.